What's up, everybody? This is podcast episode 81 with Jason Rowe, Austin Drummond, and Jody Donnelly. Basically, I messed up and didn't have the mic hooked on for like an hour and a half as we drank and talked and told a bunch of stories. So then we started over. So we're already like halfway through a case by the time this actual recording starts. So, my bad, everyone. But as always, this podcast is brought to you by Motion Pro, motionpro.com, maker of quality tools and controls. If you want the sweetest tools, flywheel presses or little presses to do your linkage bearings, throttles, suspension tools, whatever you need, they got the trickiest stuff for your dirt bike or street bike. Stroker Industries, they make the Trigger, which is a self-venting push-button nozzle for your race jug. You can go to strokerindustries.com. And last but not least, Canvas MX. You can print your own jerseys. You can have whatever you want on it. You could have your face. You could have my face. You could have Turbo Nut's face on there. You could have your dog's face, your cat's. It doesn't matter. You can have a sweet design. You could have dildos printed all over it if you so choose. So check them out. CanvasMX.com. And actually, if you use the code FMXEast10, you will get 10% off. And you can stop wearing other people's shit and have your own logos on there. I actually just I have a jersey coming. It says Comedy Collusion on the front because that's my comedy deal. And then Stroker Industries, Motion Pro, got my name number in the back. And it's got the podcast logo. That thing you see at the bottom if you're on video. That logo you always see is on my arm. So I'm very excited about that, and I'll obviously be doing some more videos and photos once I get that. So hope you guys enjoy the show, even with the debacle. But like Nick and I always say, it's the charm of the show.
The thing going?
Here you go. We're here on podcast.
Jesus, Clint.
So, it may or may not have recorded anything. I don't think we have any sound on the first probably hour of these fucking guys talking here trying to order pizza.
Dude, on that, we're going to have to take another grab bag shot.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
for sure.
I'm going to have to pee on some things, too.
Yeah. We
that
got
gallon
cold beers?
of water I drink, it's just
Let's do the beer swap.
I can't believe that.
In case anyone fucking just joined. No, I don't think so. I don't remember seeing anything move on that fucking screen.
Yeah.
Because
I was trying to...
That's what you do to me?
That's what
Jesus Christ. All right, for anyone who hasn't chimed in,
No.
Clint made me drive fucking 40 minutes to his house. I had to he didn't have any beer. He's got
even drive.
He's got no
Yeah, exactly. They got a ride
He's
here.
got no stuff to
They
puff
got a ride
on.
here. Here's the real issue. I got to get up at 6 to go to work tomorrow, and now we're starting this podcast at 11. These dudes just ordered pizza.
Uh-oh.
So
And we're going to stop by a local establishment.
exactly.
They may or may not have fucking clothes on. Yeah.
Audio be even worse than not having the speaker plugged or the mic plugged.
That would be better. At least I get some fucking visual. Instead of us four dipshits in fucking white shirts on the same couch.
Does
Yeah.
this podcast have subtitles?
I can't believe this guy.
When the scale says lows, it means high batteries.
Yeah.
No, it
Step back on
it
it.
means you're
Get
a
off
pussy.
and step
Said
back
low,
on it.
yeah.
It did again.
It
Yeah.
means you're a pussy.
No, they're.
Too
I
low
need to get a
weight.
battery.
Hey, what happened to the beers, man? You got freezer beers?
Yeah, we do have freezer beers.
Well, do a swap.
Okay.
on freezer beers.
All right.
Well, good thing is when we restart the podcast,
It's already
We're
restarted.
already
We're
on. We kind of
restarted.
relaunched, tried to regroup a little bit. Tell them
We're a minute and 57
Nice.
seconds in.
Well, pleasure to see you all. We're here. In New
fucking
Jersey.
guy, dude.
That was like the length of a normal podcast, the amount of stuff that was talked about.
Yeah.
And we were doing like legitimate fucking plugs and shit too.
Fucking Jody was actually asking questions and stuff.
Oh,
yeah, he's
He'll
he
never
really
get
does.
taken. But the good thing is that everybody's already heard how I got into riding
And then I'm sure Jason, everyone who's seen this knows how Jason got it.
Everybody's heard all Jason.
So basically,
we're
we're just.
Chicago and started drinking beer and he had
So this is what happened.
That's what he did.
Jason found a yellow dirt bike somewhere and he started riding it.
When he was a little kid.
Jumped in
My
bigger
dad-
and farther,
my
and then
daddy
now
did.
look
My
at it,
daddy
look
did.
where we're
And
at.
then he started hanging off the back.
He all made us wear white shirts because he said that was like how he rolls.
Riding dirt bikes, he got it from his Diddy.
I got him from my daddy.
This is the box.
This is the
Dude, can you get some
this is the
goddamn
cliff
cold
notes
beer,
of the
dude?
whole podcast so far.
Yeah, but
This is
still,
Cliff
it
Notes.
sucks not having cold beer.
We'll turn a little more BMX for the next one, I believe, because that's still 2 wheels. I love it a lot. And
Yeah.
we've talked all about moto, but we haven't really dabbled into any BMX at all.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, but we have a whole
Like,
show that
you
involves
ever
2
ride
wheels.
BMX?
Yeah, of course.
What are you talking about?
I used to
all-
build.
I'm
So
saying
we
like
used
our
to have.
show, we
yeah,
used to
it's all
fucking,
2
it's
wheels.
all 2 wheels. So
Glow
we
to
used to-
death?
we used
gotta
to
go
have,
Glow to Death if you like.
a
Yeah.
garden in the backyard,
Yeah.
and then after he would harvest everything, he'd rototill it up, and there'd be a pile of dirt, and I would make bicycle jumps. I mean, if you could see the backyard, there's a mountain there. There's a little bit of flat, and then
Right.
there's the mountain. But in the flat, I always had bicycle jumps and shit. And then eventually, I did have like a probably 55-foot dirt hit in the backyard, jump right next to the
really,
yeah, right next to the deck. You had like a dirt to dirt double. If in the light you can see there's along the hill right there. I cut a trail around and I would go up on the hill and I made like a 1.5 wide little thing and come right down and hit the thing. This is when I got into freestyle. And I
yeah, but
started
is
kinda
it not
like-
crazy thinking about it? Like thinking back of, like this is the first time I've came to like where you grew up,
Mhm.
and
You're like, how the fuck do you ride here?
yeah, and like anyone's been to my parents'
Well, I
house,
mean,
and,
'cause
like
everybody thinks,
if
like,
you
New
came
Jersey
like to where I
City,
used to
and
live,
then-
they'd be like, "Where the fuck did you ever ride?" And I was like, "On the track." You know what I mean? Like I didn't, I never had that. I never had like a walk on my back door, go ride, no
Yeah.
nothing. It was like you had to, and I think that like changes a lot of shit when you're like, yeah, I didn't have this facility in my backyard. I just got to. You had to want it maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it wasn't. It wasn't.
I
an
had a
option.
guy, a kid
I'm
in
just
Georgia.
like, look at this dude here.
I had a kid in Georgia, and he's like, "Hey, I want to do lessons, this and that." You probably know him. I don't remember who it was, but I said I give lessons at Durham Town, which is 2 hours away, and he goes, "Can you do it any closer? Like, you want to do it at my riding spot?" I'm like, "No, I don't have any insurance or anything."
Yeah.
But he's like, "That's too far," and I'm like, "Listen, this is probably the wrong thing for you to try to get into if 2 hours is past your threshold of driving."
Yeah, probably.
I'd probably just.
Oh, he wanted to do freestyle?
Yeah.
And he was scared about 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then you should have sent him Siggy's Monday's number.
I just
It's
told
like, hey,
he
that's
schedules
awesome.
you the
Hey,
furthest
I'd
one.
I'd like to have a. What show do you have? You know that. Clint, you were there.
What,
You remember
when we
we bought-
passed each other?
No,
and
we-
I
no,
did
we-
one in Chicago and you did one in Georgia?
Yeah, we bought.
All right.
All right.
Why am I here?
I don't know that that's exactly happened, but I
So, any funny story? If you come from
Wait,
freestyle,
beer.
You're gonna want to bring more with you.
if you come from
What?
freestyle,
Oh,
you
the
probably
exchange.
know Sigismundi. He's a guy who books all the fucking
Right?
a lot of
You're not
riders
gonna
and shit.
not.
But
No, you're right.
anyway, we had to fucking buy him like for his birthday one year. We were all in Florida, staying at his place, and we bought him a fucking Atlas because that's before fucking GPS. You know, the old Ram McNally. That's how I got around the fucking globe. Not this bullshit that you have now, fucking that just steers in the wrong direction. But we had to buy him a fucking thing, and like at the beginning of it, when it shows the whole thing, we put like little stars and put like where all the riders lived, because at that time they're so minimal, like there wasn't a bunch of us.
Right.
So like we'd put where we lived, because he'd always call us like, "Hey, yeah, I got a show. Yeah, it's in Kansas City." I was like, all right. I'm like, "Hey, isn't there one in Rockford, Illinois?" And he's like, "Yeah, but aren't you right out by?" I was like, "I'm in fucking Chicago, man. Rockford is right there." And he, like, I'm dead serious. He had Steve Wagner going to a show in Rockford, who he's from Kansas City, and vice versa. And we'll go, "Dude, why don't you just have him go there and me go here?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that." I was like, so all the shit we used to have to deal with, I finally was like, "Hey, we got a map for his birthday. We put stars where we all live, so that we're like, hey, look on the fucking map before you book our shows,
Aggressive.
so that maybe he'd finally figure out where the fuck we lived and what was closer to home, where we could make more money.
There was about 9 of us there, too. It was like the whole tour.
Yeah, dude, that was
Thank you.
I remember some shit. But
trip.
I think it was.
You already know.
He's like,
I think it was you, me, Wagner, Cody Cav,
Jesse George,
fucking Casey Boy.
Right.
I don't know, man. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah. Don't go any deeper into that story.
We left it there.
There have been a handful of stories that were like, yeah, I don't think that needs to be elaborated
Can we
on.
say that?
Yeah.
Should we? So do you, Clint? You said you like started in BMX and then like
A
you
little
obviously
bit.
started a little bit in BMX, but
Yeah.
like it was the dabbled. Like, do you guys?
I raced a little in BMX. Here's actually how it was. I jumped and did like little tricks and stuff, and then I started to race. I had started to ride dirt bikes at that time. I raced like 3-4 times that year. I went there with my friend that was racing, and then I talked to my parents, and they were like, why don't you race dirt bikes if you're gonna race? And I was like, that's what I wanted to do, but I figured you wouldn't let me race dirt bikes. So they were like, no, we'd rather you race dirt bikes. So then that was it. I started racing dirt bikes.
That's so
At
crazy.
13.
Because that's reverse of exactly what happened to me. Like I rode dirt bikes chasing my brothers on like the hand-me-down mini bikes, and then like BMX trying to chase them, and then like they went to ride BMX, and I went to the track, and I still remember my very first race. My brother like had his knees on my back wheel, and he goes, "Okay, when the rubber band goes across, you just pedal your ass off." I was like, "What?" And the rubber band went. That's first moto. I just went straight and went right off the like first berm, like jumped into like people in like this canopy, and he's like, "That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go around the track." So the second
Follow
one,
the fucking thing,
Yeah. So
man.
the second one I followed. I was in second place, but I didn't really. I was so new to it. I didn't know what to do. So I just followed the guy in first, and I saw a guy stand there with the flag, and I just started pedaling my butt off and like went past the guy.
him?
And then ended up the next time I was like, okay, now I know where to go, and like just got it from the rubber band snap. If anybody knows how far back that goes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
and then
that
I went
because
into moto,
I raced at
like in
13.
BMX, and then my parents were like, oh well, we're moving. You can either keep riding moto or you keep doing BMX. And at the kid at the time, I was like, well, BMX bikes are a lot less expensive than moto, so BMX, and that's what just took off from there.
I did some
Michigan
rubber
moto,
band
yeah.
starts on moto.
So what was
I
it like
really-
when you
yeah.
raced? Like, was
Oh,
it
yeah.
full?
See,
beat
I
and
was and I was probably 12 because I started racing motocross at 13.
everything? Here, you get in it.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, get
We're,
in
we're
there.
swapping in and out.
So
Get
that's
in there.
92.
All
So how old are
my
you?
fucking
You're only a little bit older than
So
me.
I turned 50 on August 3rd.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I turned.
You're my age, right? Is it?
Right.
Fuck
Dude.
off. Fuck off.
So did you started racing BMX? Did you race BMX?
I raced BMX, oh yeah.
You raced BMX or
I
you,
never
but you
raced.
rode?
I rode
like,
BMX a
neighborhood
lot.
ripping and
Oh
tearing.
yeah, dude. I was
That's what I'm
building.
saying.
I was building jumps out of
Yeah.
fucking
See,
propane tanks and sheets of plywood over
Yeah.
the neighbor's fucking.
I always
three.
say I was the best in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, dude,
we
I,
had to ride big,
I qualified
yeah.
Well,
for Gold Cup and
BMX
shit
I
on
wasn't.
BMX.
Around here, there were kids better at BMX than I was. But once I got on dirt bikes, then
So
You
do
hear
you
that
guys
shit?
have you guys
I qualified for Gold Cup.
Rockford?
2 years in a row I went.
Damn, that's
but
a
but then I
serious
went
race.
down to the one was in like Missouri or something like that.
Missouri.
And it was actually funny. I broke my the little I don't know what it is. They call it a box
Scatchboard?
break.
Box
Yeah.
break.
Box fracture.
I did that, so I had a
Implemented
splint on my
carpal.
hand, and I still rode fucking. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
you know how
wrap
it is
it
typical.
as
You
long as it
don't
doesn't
you
go
don't
through.
fucking listen to the doctors. You're a young fucking punk. And
Shoot.
but I'm going down, and two of my buddies in their classes won
medical.
one Gold Cup. They were both intermediate, no pro guys, you know. And then but they were like, fuck. I think at that time I was on 80 still. So what are you? Probably 13, 14-ish, somewhere in that range. Like, but yeah.
Right.
So in that area, and I remember going down, and it was funny because I grew up by,
15
and Scott
years
Wirch
short.
was like grew up right by me.
What?
So anyone who knows
15
BMX, you
yeah,
probably know
maybe.
Scott Wirch.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We're still a
You
river.
can
Yeah,
run
man.
at
Get on the
Yeah.
bike and
80
get your
and
memory
15
card.
if you
yeah,
can.
and I remember
Oh, yeah.
going. There was a fucking road jump that him or somebody fucking figured out, and there was a handful of people. You know, the old school like. But it was big. It had like a big valley. Like you could pedal and dropped in and like sent this fucking thing, and it was cool as shit because it was a big fucking jump and only a handful of guys could jump it. And it was like this is back in the day where the freestyle guys still rode BMX still rode like they raced. You know what I mean?
Close to your pop's house, right?
No, well, this one was in Missouri.
You guys
Missouri somewhere.
You guys showed me some tracks like over when we went around like the local. Like I got to see like. Where they started, and it was super cool because I was like kind of feeling the energy of that, you know, the dirt. I was like, he was pointing it out. I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Man. And like I still see it when I see you guys jump. I was like, my hands are sweaty. I'm on the mic, I could barely hold it. I'm like,
I still to this day thought I would have been fucking riding a bicycle for a living before a dirt bike. I never really like. I love BMX, and I still do. Like freestyle, so fucking. To anyone who's that interested, I apologize, but it's fucking boring to me, and I don't even enjoy it. Like, I ride because that's what I do. Like, if I can go out and ride a fucking session, I'll go do that, but if I don't have to do tricks, then that's fantastic, because it's not that...
You get more joy from just hopping on a bike and throwing your leg over and going? Or doing tricks? Or in the middle of the session it clicks into...
No, like I'm such a show rider that... When there's if there's not a crowd there, I can't find fun in it. Like, not jumping ramps. Anyway. Right. Like if there's like a good course, you're out somewhere in like a badass spot, then that's cool. Like, I'll be the first guy on the bike, the last guy off the bike. You know, like
because what you're riding is fun. Yeah, because what you're riding is fun. The thing is that when you're no longer, this is what it was for me. When you're no longer competing with everybody and at least trying to chase that top level, and now you're just riding at the level you can ride at or whatever, it kind of loses its...
Right.
That's the thing, because we're competitive people.
Yeah.
When I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to learn cliffhanger flips.
Right.
I don't want to learn KOD flips.
Right. But everything that you were doing that puts a smile on your face still puts that smile on your face.
Yeah, I mean, I just ride tracks now. I barely take my feet off even. Not saying couldn't obviously, but I just like to go and handle.
Well, you know what's funny though is like certain shit comes back to you where like on that point, I don't want to say that because doing that doesn't put a smile on my face, but like when you go do shows,
right,
and you see what you can do to a fucking crowd, that still comes back where you're like, fuck, man, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool to see that you have that control over. You know, and that you're just out fucking off on your dirt bike,
right?
And
I think that, but also I think that it's the adrenaline and it's the listen. Like you said, you're not going to throw down that hard in practice, and I didn't either.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden during showtime, it's go time. Yeah. And now it's like, all right, we're ripping flips, we're doing everything else. So all of a sudden you get this big adrenaline dump.
Well, that's even like last weekend when we were talking about like. At Skyland Stadium here in New Jersey, we brought out and we put two ramps side by side that are near, like, almost mirror image of each other, like, once they're set up. And it was so fun to jump side by side because it's something that you don't often get to do. But me and Austin, and it didn't matter. You could be doing, like, a basic, I guess, at this level. Is a basic trick. No, we do. Right. No, not even that. Like fucking heart attack or something. You know, we do a heart attack, but like in the mix, like you still can see each other somewhat out of the like just out of the corner of your eye. But as you're landing, you come down and you hear the same kind of bangs. Like you're so close in timing. He landed, and then like me and him just look over each other. Yeah, we're fucking pumped and like, dude, we did. Heart attacks, man.
Todd flipped and looked at Seth. They looked at each other. And goes, dude, I didn't want to look away.
No, I believe it, dude. It's I don't know what it is. It's so fun, but like sometimes this many years in, you gotta find more fun, like something to kind of like add the excitement.
Well,
not only just for the crowd, because it's. You know, when you're riding,
you're having fun.
Yeah, they can tell. It's the energy about yourself. Like, if you're having a fucking good time.
That's kind of the point I was getting at is because, you know, hosting it and stuff, I'm seeing what you guys are doing, but I'm also watching the reaction of the crowd. So it's like, for you guys, it's having the killer session with your bros and doing what you do. And you've gotten to the point to where that's kind of muscle memory for you. But you're having a good time doing it, and you're doing it with your dudes, and like the fans are getting to
You're gonna
see
watch that.
that session go down.
Yeah.
You know? And that's for BMX, that's the same thing. You know.
Oh yeah.
It is definitely side by side. It is more of a session.
Right.
Because it is more like people getting together and jamming and trying to push versus like.
Well, it's not
if
even.
you were just all individual, exactly.
Well, it's not even the same as like
Yeah.
at that point you're not just having to hold your own part down. You're like, all right, cool. You get to like coordinate and be like, hey, what do you want to do? And once again, the tricks don't even matter. It's like, how well can you sync it? And that's the fucked up part is, at these things we're doing, they're baseball stadiums.
Just get ready to do
All
that.
right, so to interrupt the
'Cause
story,
we have to
we're going back to the grab
explain
bag.
this again.
I'm giving up for fucking J Fitz and Frembo.
Thank you for shopping.
It's
It should just say thank you for shot.
So as we grab, like, do you think like?
dude, it's like I think it's almost supposed to be
Do
like a 2 or 3 second
But
thing.
you-
All right,
Well, hold on,
hold on.
bro.
2 3 seconds. You gotta
I
go.
had it. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I
fireball.
See, I told him about the
Right.
bottle, that fucking pussy. I knew he was going in there to feel
Come
out.
on.
They should have been pulling it for
Dude,
someone else.
you stopped me. I almost would have grabbed a different
I
one.
think I might have grabbed that fireball the first time. And
Yeah, because the bottle difference. That's the only.
I just get whatever's left.
Yeah.
Oh,
JD.
no.
Yeah.
We got fucked multiple times.
What'd you get?
No.
What'd you get?
Hey. Remember,
No chases, dude.
nobody else got to hear about it because we didn't have audio. But Austin's worst alcohol is Jim Beam because we made him. I would love that because we made him drink it in Sturgis. Okay, when he was a young lad. Well, here's a little story, fellas. My worst.
Here's the story. You might want to watch that.
My worst is
No,
Southern
so
Comfort because I've literally, this is not a lie, have not taken a sip of this since I was 17.
It's funny
I'm
how
not
the grab
shitting
bag
you.
works.
I'm not shitting you.
Yeah.
17 prize the last
Wow.
time I've had a sip of this because it was
That bad?
Worse.
the night before Thanksgiving and I could barely fucking eat at Thanksgiving.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ugh.
Here's the Southern Comfort, Clint.
Oh, and Jason, of course, gets
I don't
both
even wanna
captains.
Yeah, random. I got
I thought he got the same thing.
I got apple smash.
No, we had strawberry
Apple smash.
smash.
He giggled
This
when
is
he opened
probably
it. I was
gonna be
like, oh, this
fantastic.
Now
guy.
he's got apple smash.
This guy.
What the fuck? I didn't. You were reaching
Kobe.
looking for.
Okay, so the last one I got was, what was that thing called?
Dude, kinky pink.
Kinky pink.
Yo, and it was like
Shit, dude.
straight
It looked
sour
like a
mix.
sweet drink.
Oh my god, it was
Looks like
so
your sister's
sour.
ass.
I couldn't even.
Nope.
Oh, I shouldn't say that near your house.
I couldn't.
Yeah, it was the kinky pink.
Yeah, it doesn't do justice without the fucking
This is
color.
this is seriously. Is there any
Well,
way out of
No,
this?
I don't think so.
Do we have?
Can we
are there
trade?
any
No,
more shots
that's
left?
actually your punishment for
Can
apparently
we-
making
we
us
do
sit
half
here and
and
talk
half
to
if
a
we don't have
fucking
any more?
Can you
podcast
not trade?
for like an hour without a.
A
I'm
microphone?
trying to bro down with Clint because I don't really do liquor anymore, but I'll do half and half so we can continue doing another shot later.
I'd rather just switch on them.
Wait, you'll do that? You like SoCo? But I don't know.
He's wanting to do half of a shot now and half
So we
a
have
shot
something
later.
to do a little bit later.
Oh, I'm just putting the cap
To make
back
it
on.
easy.
So that I
SoCo?
get to sub for twice? I don't know that this is a
All right,
good.
fuck it,
I
here
don't
we
know
go.
that.
No, fuck it.
When in doubt, send it out.
Here it is. Grab back shooting.
Thanks,
Fuck it.
Chad. Thanks
No.
for the insight.
Fuck you guys.
Down the hatch easy.
Uh-huh.
Taste.
Oh, it's all coming back.
It's all good.
Damn it, Detroit.
I'm gonna get a little taste out of it.
That's funny about booze. How
LeBron.
It stains you.
yeah, because I remember growing up, and you remember the days that you have to of like Tyler Kyle. He was one of the original
Dead King?
one of the original
King,
fucking
King?
no Tyler Kyle out of
Kyler Tile.
just outside of Birmingham. He's the guy who got me into freestyle.
He wasn't the one who did Dead King?
No, that was Tyler King. So Tyler Kyle.
So
but
you
anyway,
can see how I
get
could
them.
be.
You always
Right,
get
right.
but
them
anyway, he
confused.
was he was a
I think I
handful
heard
of years
Domino's
older, but
show.
he was a cool ass dude.
It's like 40
And but
bucks.
he always
Oh,
just
yeah,
drank
yeah.
fucking he always drank Jim Beam, and this is like me and Michael Gravett. Got to give gravy train up.
card. They take
He
card.
liked.
How much is it?
It's like 34, but with tip.
Yeah, then 40 is fine.
I got a 500.
I think that is 34. I think
It's 34.
40,
No, it's 34.
But anyway, this
Did I
guy-
get a? Did I get a
fucking-
thing?
you gotta-
Is that me?
Oh, that's you.
No, Instagram.
Is that you?
IG, that's him buzzing over here.
How come it's telling me?
But anyway, I had the same shit with Jim Beam. I drank for so many years as like a young man, and like not know. And we just walk, dude. This is a bottle. We hang out, like hand out, fucking pass around.
Right.
And it was like going. And dude, it got to that point one time. I
It
don't
was
remember how old I was.
39.71.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need it.
So you good?
Yeah.
And I got to that point where I was like, fuck, dude, I can't drink Jim Beam anymore. And then, like, now I finally can again. But, it fucked me up for, like, a decade, man. I couldn't even, if I saw it, I was like, oh, you, I'm a fucking puke if I drink. I was like, I'll drink, but I'm a puke right away. I mean, it's stupid
On
for
what?
me to fucking
Pick a
do
what?
it. Jim Beam.
Oh, Beam. Yeah,
Yeah,
Beam's
Beam-
hard on me.
Beam
dude.
fucked me up for a little while.
Beam will scar the shit
You
out.
gotta go with the rye beam.
No
That's
Beam's good for me.
That's crazy because like my buddy in Colorado drinks like really high end like whiskeys and rye.
Yeah.
Rye's are
That's
the-
like Quaggy,
they're way
dude.
smoother
Yeah.
than regulars.
And you'd always have like a super cold rock in it.
Yeah.
Not a cube, so it wouldn't water it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got those.
Tripped me out. I was like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it turns out that Clint fucked me up with Jim Beam, so I don't like it. I won't do it. I will. Actually,
unless it's a grab bag.
Unless
you can wear
we're
Clint's-
in a grab bag.
Clint's house. Oh, those fucking things that look like what you call it, but they.
Rocks.
Yeah,
Saying
yeah.
that you put in the freezer.
Oh, Scotch rocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they must be in the freezer.
Nice.
Yeah, Scotch rocks.
Yeah, the craziest thing about that, so I don't even want to talk about this, but he tells me to meet him at a drugstore at 10:30 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night in Denver, and ring the buzzer. So I go, and I show up, and I take car drops me off, and I ring the buzzer, and there's nobody inside the store. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Ring the buzzer, the front door opens, and it's like a little mom pop drugstore.
Yeah.
And I like walk in and there's nobody there. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And like I text him, I'm like, hey, I'm here, but there's nobody here. And he
Speak
says,
up a little bit. I see this little
there's
thing
nobody
jumping.
here.
I don't know
and
if
he
it can
says, look for the biggest red book behind the counter. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be behind the counter. Like, this is the store. He's like, no, it's closed. Like, this
What
is
were you looking for?
the biggest red book behind the counter.
I know, but
I'm
why-
meeting my friend at a supposed place where we're
Okay.
supposed to go
Okay.
have a drink.
Oh yeah.
And this is
Ah,
like
speakeasy.
15, 20 years ago. Yeah.
Fuck.
So I go and I grab the biggest red book and I pull it to my furthest left. I hear a bzzz on the furthest left wall. So I walk to the furthest left and I'm like, I don't know what the hell's happening here. The door.
That'd be
kinda-
fucking
like
awesome.
The wall kind of opens as the door creeps open and says, yeah, who are you? And I said, I'm here to see my boy Carrie. Oh yeah, he's waiting for me. Opens it up and it's a full blown like easy,
Bar.
like a speakeasy,
Right,
like
yeah.
fully dark, like, and then
Yeah.
like, the guys back there with the curly Q mustaches, and like, and that's where I saw him doing the whole craziness. I was
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was like,
dude.
wow, dude, like, all right. But, yeah.
That was a real thing.
So
I mean,
yeah,
it was a real,
it still
real
is.
deal.
It still is. They're
Yeah.
everywhere. Like I know a bunch of them in
A
Chicago.
little
like that.
speakeasy in Atlanta down by my mom's house called Eleanor's, literally less than a half mile away. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, you go through a fucking freezer door,
Dude, and
and instead of a freezer, you walk into like this badass
That's
like
awesome.
high end bar in the back.
Right.
It's sick.
that's crazy too. That like, you ever think about that shit? Like how majority of the people don't know it exists,
Yeah.
but
The front of
they're always like fucking not. I mean, they got the right clientele,
Yeah.
obviously,
Right.
but they're they pull like. How the fuck they make enough money to stay open, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But it's like all that underground. That's just a bunch of fucking mob wash money, something or Something to keep them fucking things open.
Well, this one's more like commercialized. I feel like the one by my mom's house, but
Yeah, Marietta, Georgia. Yeah, really not a real big
mob area.
yeah, mob
Right.
like
Yeah.
underground scene.
No, but I like what they're doing.
What do you
right?
think? Is it? No, it's actually.
I like what they're doing.
You
right?
walk in, they just bring you in on the. There's a staircase.
No, there's
to go
no
up.
guy to like let you in. It was definitely not like yours.
No.
This is like if you know where you're going, you just go in and walk.
If you know,
in.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you know the path.
Or if you know.
But the front
That's-
it's like
dude,
the
there's
front
one
it's
of
like a
those-
sandwich shop deli, and then like there's a split in the you know where the workers go back to the back kitchen.
Right.
But then it looks like a big stainless steel freezer door,
Right.
but it's in the view of the public. So like if
Have you guys ever watched? So there's two comedians that do a special called Best Bars in America.
Yeah.
cool.
Or I'm sorry, America this one. And they do one called the Best Speakeasies.
Nice.
And at the same time they do that, they also do one because they travel around all the time.
Right.
And they do one with best bar food at the same place that they're going to, and it's like some of the speakeasies.
Do we figure out
have
how
some
to
of the best
watch
ones because
this
it's
yet?
like
Probably.
it's high-end chefs.
Yeah, yeah,
listen
And
to
they
it?
go in afterwards and they do their own.
You have no
spin-off
idea.
stuff.
It's,
And you
what
can
the
go in,
fuck?
like,
I don't
you-
even know
in the
that
morning,
it's
like, Kansas City,
broadcasting
you go
to
grab a beer,
YouTube.
and you have to, like, this
Yeah.
And we're too
crazy
late into
meal,
it now,
and,
so-
Why didn't you
somewhere
figure all
that
this
nobody
out while
knows,
we were
you know?
being
Like
late?
some random door you open up.
I thought I had it
and
figured
you
out.
walk through a nice
What the
chest.
fuck?
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
God damn it.
it's cool because the food's
Fucking-
good.
Who cares if it's
the-
live? People
the
can still
drinks
listen and
are
watch later.
awesome, like good design
So
drinks.
tell
Right.
They had a lot of
Wheeler's
really
still
cool
up.
whiskey
So
drinks that
tell
were
him
like
to do.
I can't remember exactly what it was.
He probably shouldn't give you stories, but
But
fuck
Probably
it.
they,
not.
they got all kinds of
Probably
crazy
not.
mixtures,
Right.
food.
Because he knows everybody.
What's that?
You don't know me.
Login wheels.
I haven't seen him
I don't-
since he was
Don't
a
matter,
little
dude.
baby.
He's-
You
Yeah.
don't remember me.
Wheels was FaceTiming last night when you guys were throwing balls down the alley.
Dude, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm telling you, it's the coolest fucking thing now that like he's that age. I took him to that show last week. So anyway, I gotta. My son, my son,
Back history,
yeah, my son will be 9 in August, and I scooped him up. He comes to a lot of shows with me, but he normally like flies in, does this that. But I brought him with. It was just me and him. I grab him. We go. We have a Cycle Circus live show in Fargo, North Dakota. And I was coming from fucking Jersey, which is right around the corner, you know. And I grab him on the way, and as we get out there, it was. Our show is a mix between it's a thrill show. It's fucking hard to really say. I mean, it's
And circus.
it's,
We
it's
do
just-
cool
it's a- yeah,
things.
but it's got like a
Yeah.
freak show,
Do real
a
things.
freak show style of like the crazy clowns and all that kind of shit. We kind of build into it. So anyway, the first day we get there, it's seriously fucking 50-mile-an-hour winds and raining. The next day, it's not raining. It's still fucking 45, 50-mile-an-hour winds. We're like, I can't even set up the show. I mean, we set all the equipment. No banners, no nothing. Couldn't set anything up. Well, they end up going to the mall. My little man goes with some of my other homies. They go there. They get him a fucking get-up, a little costume. He comes back. He's so psyched. He's walking around the fucking lot in this thing. I was like, dude, you're fucking weird, man. You know what I mean? I go, you're fucking creepy and you're weird. I go, hey, take the goddamn costume off. Wait until showtime. But the funniest shit was like, it's a real show. It's a production.
It's a goddamn
And
production.
and Augie, he appreciates that. There's a production value to it. And I go, hey, wait until I tell you when to wait. Like I'll tell you when to go. He keeps Dad. Do I go? And I was like, nah, man, just wait. And then when time would come, I'd be like, all right, man, go be fucking weird. And he would come out of this fucking clown hoodie and he'd just be weird fucking as shit. He's
It's what you do when you.
he's a kid getting like he's a kid in a clown suit,
They can
not
run
on
around
Halloween.
in front of a bunch of people.
Being told to go be fucking weird in front, and he's a
weird shit.
He's a character anyway, right? So he would do that shit, but he'd like every piece of equipment he'd go run up and hide and peek his fucking head out, and he'd just do this shit all over the place and then it was like I had Cav, like our boy Cody Cav, out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Jad writing, "Hey, J-Ro, you got a weird kid."
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's because he kept fucking with him everywhere, and when he made him like do shit, and he kept getting yelled at. I was like, I don't know. I think he's gonna be all right. He'll be. I mean, but he's not gonna get arrested. He's a kid. Like fuck Jad. Jad can get arrested if that's.
No,
the
I
case.
know. I mean, I think he was obviously just commenting on.
No, he was
What
making
was
he
going
was
on,
making
the
him be
whole-
that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, he would do this shit, and then Cody Cav, I got this big long fucking like ringmaster's jacket, like it's almost like a trench coat. You know what I mean? The fucking tails come way down till it like cover him up. So he'd come out with a clown mask on and wrangle Wheeler up with a fucking lasso, because he's some fucking cowboy apparently. He'd like hook him in, pull him back, but it was fucking awesome because we'd be sitting there. And as the shows go on, it was like 7-day fair. He'd come and he's like, "Hey, Dad, time for me to be weird? Can I go be weird?" And I was like, "Listen, man, don't ask me to be weird. Just,
it's good to
I'll tell you when to be weird,
That's
all
what I
right?"
said.
But it was awesome. It was a fucking cool thing to have, like, where you can shoot. You know, it's awesome when you can send your kid out to be a weird fuck.
It's good tequila.
Not bad.
It says my name on it.
I see it.
From my friend's
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah, I know. We all know. We all have one.
Yeah, well,
They even came up with clever fucking groomsmen ideas outside of a flask and a fucking. And I appreciate
They
it.
need to listen. If I get married,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
get
a
all your
Glass?
girlfriends or wives
You got one?
strap-ons for you
Gooseman
guys
glass?
with your names on it.
I could have probably maybe had a groomsman flask if Corey Burgle invited me to his wedding, but he didn't. We were bros, we were hardcore bros by then too.
Seaberg,
But
so
and Dylan didn't even invite me.
Hamburglar.
Kara is a sweetheart, his wife. She sent me a pity invite, but I didn't want to
on those.
I didn't want to like show up there at the wedding and
With
then
a
Corey.
rando?
No, being.
Oh, he was showing up with a rando. Here's his fucking Tinder date. Fucking rand. That's the most rando.
Nah,
dude.
she would have been hot.
Maybe a
but-
Bumble. Maybe
Nah,
a
she would have been
Bumby.
hot, but I didn't want to show up and then Corey be like, like,
Yo,
we're
bro.
such bros now. I don't want like my other bros to like feel bad that I'm like bro with you so hard. So, I told him, I was like, dude, bro with your boys. They're all you're gonna want. that.
Jody, you're up.
How many times are you gonna do that?
Story of
Yeah.
this.
So then basically,
It's
No more-
Espelon
I just told
tequila.
Corey, I'll see you when you're married,
Last time I
bro.
drank tequila.
Man, I can tell you no more because I'm not going to use that.
Were you
fucking duster
17?
anymore.
Really, so you're
No,
gonna
it
fucking-
was much later.
About 93-ish.
You don't want
For
us
me,
to
I
say
would
that,
have been
bro.
13,
That's why
but
they
you
use
would have
So,
been
Man,
23?
I'll pass that
23?
shit
You're
up.
10 years.
the last time I drank
Right?
the last time I drank tequila, like a lot of tequila, was at the Fat House. Everybody knows the Fat House 1201.
Yeah.
Turn your porn off.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man.
So we were all kind of hanging at the house, like
I was just
barbecuing
about
or
to
whatever.
bang some
And our
fucking
buddy
Latin,
was
dude.
a,
Oh,
Sorry,
he was
it's
a
the
Shut
parking
up.
attendant.
He was a DJ at the local strip club.
Same thing.
So so he was a DJ at the local strip club. So we decided
Where,
to
what town? What city?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Showgirls 1, 2, or
The
3?
Fat House. No, it was called Shangri-La. So the last time I actually drank tequila was that night, and
In 93.
In 93?
no, this was 94, maybe 95.
Okay, so my
Okay, so-
last
Yeah.
Southern Comfort was 97.
So
Wait, you
We're
gotta
about there.
you gotta be in the
We're
camera
breaking
when
ground.
we take a shot.
all you need
Hop in there
all you need
so they see
yeah,
what's
God,
going on here.
dang it.
Get in there.
Yeah, you guys could have got
Dude,
the
we
audio.
can fit.
So
We could probably format
I
it.
mean, we
Yeah,
probably
so-
could.
No, we
Slide
can't
in
for
there.
sure.
Get in
We
there.
can for sure.
yeah, we got this. So
Yeah.
No, Jody, you need
No,
to
Jody,
get back
you're
in
out.
close, so
There we
you're
go.
out.
There you go.
yeah, so
No, you
Clint,
gotta
You guys
really
gotta
get
You
in.
guys are hovering.
Clint
That's
just
fine,
handed
get
me. Everybody's done the shot of tequila,
We
so I
all
was
got
telling
white
him.
shirts.
So he just told the story of the
There's
last
so many
time
white
he
shirts.
was drinking the alcohol. So tequila. Last time I drank tequila, we pre-partied at the house. 14 BMXers amongst probably whoever knows dozens upon dozens of other riders who were there, and one of the guys that lived at the Fat House in the back room was Reggie Styles, known to smoke hella weed. We called it Central
Shout
Bong.
Ray South.
Yeah, Central
All
Bong.
right.
Central Bong. So fast forward. So we are pre-partying at the Fat House. We drank tons and tons and tons of liquor, tons of beer, and then we get a call from our buddy who is an announcer, host, DJ, whatever his local strip club.
Get some salt.
It's dollar craft beers
Nice.
and 10-cent wings.
Craft beer.
Oh,
This is in
10-cent
Indiana, you said?
wings?
In Fort
So-
Wayne, Indiana.
So they had a huge
Oh,
BMX scene
wings right
at
here.
the time.
Huge. BMX
yeah.
was, dude,
So
that was a
so
thing.
we ended up going there, ended up partying. Everybody there at the club wants to come and hang out at the, come from the bar and hang out at the store
No,
with
it's
us.
fine.
Yeah.
So there is
Everybody
a
needs to
local liquor store that closes at like right at 3 on the nose.
AM?
So they give us
AM?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
So they give us
He's gonna be late for work tomorrow.
they give us like a ton of money. Everyone from the club, they're making money and
I have
hand
to
over
leave
fist.
early tomorrow too to go to that 311 concert.
So they give us a bunch of money. We go to that actual fucking liquor store. We buy every fucking thing we could possibly get. Lots of it's Jaeger, lots of it's tequila. We're already wasted out of our heads. We get to the house. Everybody from the club shows up at like 3:05. They're like right on point. So we make the bright decision to say, since you guys aren't buzzed and we are, for every shot you do, we'll do 2 shots. Well, the Cuervo Gold
That
and the
obviously
Jaeger
makes sense.
bottles start opening up. I'm so fucking wasted that the
Listen,
last
first
thing...
of all,
Where did you
Cuervo
guys?
Gold and Jägermeister sounds like a horrible combination.
We were already drunk, so we didn't hear it. We just
Yeah,
heard
no,
party.
yeah. You don't get those
So-
memos when you're shit.
so
faced.
it
Well,
was-
that's what we got.
So it was shots. For every shot they did, we were doing 2 shots of Cuervo Gold, and we're chasing it with shots of Jaeger.
Yeah.
Already wasted.
Yeah, worst.
So
Plan
I
of
just
attack
remember back in the day, I used to eat really big bowls, like huge bowls of like cereal.
Oh, me
somehow,
too. Pizza.
somehow or another.
Dogs are freaking.
So somehow or another,
I think we got pizza.
I end up making a big bowl of cereal. I go back to Reggie's room, Central Bong.
So Jamon.
He has a strobe light going. It's him sitting next to me. Well, sorry, he was sitting here. I was sitting here on his bed. I'm eating.
Oh yeah, Oppo.
I'm
Well,
eating my
Oppo.
bowl of cereal, and all I remember was Reggie pulling my head up and like this wet feeling coming down my face, and it was the milk that I had ingested through my nose and my mouth when I passed out in the bowl of Cheerios, and I was puking it all over my face, and he was hitting me in the chest to make me come back. And I was like, I just almost drowned and died in a bowl of Cheerios. It would have been like Donnelly died bowl of Cheerios, whatever.
Well,
So that was the last thing, and I really don't want to do this right now.
Cheers, Jody Donnelly. The man, the myth, the legend, doing what's right.
So
Do you guys want plates?
when injured, no, we have fingers.
No, bro. Maybe some napkins, though.
So I'll take a small pull. So.
Small pull. Doesn't that
I had to drink a whole shot, Jody.
Mm.
The fucking Southern Comfort.
So you missed the thing when I passed.
I'll do
out
one
my
for
bowl
Jody,
of
even though I
Cheerios
don't
and
want
basically
another
died
one,
in my
but
bowl of
I'll do
Cheerios.
Just because they're drinking
Yeah,
drinks
and
that they don't
last-
drink, and
last
I
thing
drink
I
a drink
felt was
that
like
I already drank.
The stuff coming out of my
I'll do
chest and
that.
going down my. It was milk that I inhaled through my mouth and my nose. Ooh. But yeah, we need to get up some slices, and I'm gonna start asking some questions. If you got 3 freestyle motocross riders like this, Clint usually does this on his own and probably asks all the questions. But I'm here, so I get to ask a lot of questions.
Get involved. Get amongst it.
Yeah.
As they say.
We need people asking questions. Fucking.
Yeah, that was the good thing about
Yeah,
Johnny
live,
running
yeah.
his live Facebook was that we had a lot of live activity
All right.
from other random randos.
That's
Yeah.
the best. That's the best.
I'm really excited about this pizza, everybody. In case you've been wondering, it's like a 2-hour process
I'm
to
hungry
get
for
this.
days.
I'm like trying to move my head so I can see like this crazy backdrop right here.
Oh yeah,
That should-
check it out.
That should be on the front of all your shirts.
You said straight cheese.
No.
What
Oh,
the fuck
that's
do you
what you
mean?
ordered.
No,
Because-
you
No,
ordered
you
it.
know why? Because I went out and I tried to order something else outside, and it didn't work. So I was like, thought I ordered it, but you ordered it online.
You told me to order straight cheese. You literally said that, and I asked you, "Do you
Everybody
only want
settle down.
cheese?" And you're like, "Yeah, only cheese." I was like, "Okay, that's weird." I was like, "Do you want double cheese?" And they said, "No,
Like that normal.
just regular cheese is good."
Settle down.
So, anyways, so that's what everybody else wanted. What I wanted was pepperoni and banana peppers, which that's just straight cheese.
Hey, should we send a shout out to Zach Newman? Fucking
If you
full face
want.
pizza guy.
Oh yeah, he
What's
does
it-
have
he's-
pizza on his
Yeah, he's
stomach,
psyched about
right.
pizza. Good luck at X Games.
Get the bottom box opened up, and don't eat all the add-ons that I ordered too. See,
The
you're already
fresh
doing
red
it.
pepper?
Yeah.
You had to order this?
There was 2 on. Yeah, see, there's 2. So I get 1, you get 1. I get a Parmesan.
They
you
should
get
just
one.
include that.
All right, so Clint tried to steal
Yeah.
all the add-ons. I had to take some. Everybody's getting in. Get involved. Get in there. Get back in. I'm just gonna
Listen,
bring this whole
pizza
bottle.
should just come with crushed red pepper.
Should. You're absolutely
Right,
right.
right,
no.
yeah, right.
All right, now I'm gonna go over to this side. Oh Jesus Christ!
He's got a whole pizza box.
Well, yeah, because you guys are. I thought everybody else wanted other things. Am I gonna be the only one that's opening this box?
No. Well, you're the only
What's
one
up
that
in
has.
yours? Yours is the specialty one, right?
Well, I told everybody that I
Oh.
really wanted pepperoni banana peppers. And then I thought Jason wanted pepperoni at least.
Yeah, I'll do.
He was talking about running.
Why is that one cut like a
Because that's how I ordered
pizza?
it.
You
dude.
ordered it cut in squares?
No, yes. That's not Chicago style. Chicago style is 3 inches of fucking sauce on top.
But why is it not cut in just triangles?
Because I asked him to cut it in squares.
Ah.
Brooklyn Bridge.
Because look how convenient this is. This is a
Is that Brooklyn style? That's
No, Brooklyn style is what you guys got. I got Brooklyn style, but cut in squares.
We got like the mega fucking slices.
Because you guys don't
Oh,
know.
bomb. Oh,
If you get it cut in squares,
still talk while we're eating the pie.
snackable pie.
Snackable pie.
Mm-hmm.
How is this not snackable?
So one thing that I've been noticing lately is the great difference in our show compared to others by originality. And what I mean by this, we have some old school cutting edge circus vibe. We're not just throwing helmetless visors on globe riders. We're not wearing Fox jerseys with Troy Lee pants in globes. We're cutting edge, but we're also
Production.
getting into some heavy duty old school circus vibes with just our setup, lighting, costumes for introductions, let alone. I try to freak people out with clown costume that I got on, but for some reason, the creepier I try to be,
The cold ones.
the more I get round of applause from the crowd.
I think there
It's
were
not what I'm looking for. I'm looking
that first
scared.
row.
You have cold dogs.
Those are all
No,
hot.
they're in
They're
the
already-
freezer.
They're pretty good. So
What is that talking about?
that's why you're not going to want to miss Cycle Circus Live
Little Falls.
in Little
Jersey.
Falls, New Jersey, at the Jackals Stadium,
Yogi Bear.
Yogi Berra Stadium, which the Jackals play at. And that's going to be July 26th and 27th.
Coming up here in just a couple days.
So it is this weekend, Friday, Saturday.
What's the deal?
Don't miss
This
it.
guy's doing an ad like a bunch of people from this area watch us.
I don't fucking know.
Does Moto Pimp still live around here?
Have you seen him so far?
No.
Exactly.
Or does he live around here?
No, he's South Jersey. He's down by Frankie.
Well, Frankie was at a show right off Frankie.
He's getting paid to fucking ride at the show. Of course he was there.
Or it's not ride with Frankie for free.
Totally different scenario. Fuck, I'd show up too.
I thought Moto
Where
Pimp
you
was
at?
all about
Where
moto
you
stuff.
at? I'm in. He's got a regular job now.
Does he like moto or no?
He's still the Pim La Moto.
Okay. He's your friend, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't invite him.
I mean,
Rude.
He synced this shit online.
Well,
Do I gotta call him directly and invite him in?
I don't know if it was rude by you,
Specifically?
Moto Pimps, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Moto Pimp.
He might be watching. Moto Pimps might watch. Yeah.
You need nothing?
Moto Pimps. Fucking
I've-
step it up, bro.
I've never
Oh,
met you before, but
That's why he's mad.
I've seen you on the internet.
Everybody knows him from the internet.
That's what he does. He's an internet guy.
He's the internet.
I don't want pepperoni or any banana pie. I'm gonna heartburn.
It wouldn't come apart. That's one piece.
Oh man.
Am I going to find the cold beers or you? That's fine.
Bottom of the
Raw
freezer.
point difference, right?
Bottom of the freezer.
So I just want good point. Good point.
Oh, you know. Inform them what we're doing. We're
Cool.
swapping cold beers
Listen.
and warm beers.
This is probably my last beer, so I don't know why you're taking 4, but it's fine.
What do you need help?
As long as it gets taken out of there. Before it explodes.
Well, you're gonna have to drink the one before it explodes. So
No, I'm just gonna remove it.
a really good pizza.
Really good Domino's pizza from New Jersey. It's the combination of Domino's and Jersey water.
Well, in Atlanta, we don't have Jersey's or Brooklyn style crust. They just tell you you want pan. Well, that's Pizza Hut. They tell you you want hand tossed or thin crust. I always go thin because they don't have Brooklyn style, but I chose Brooklyn style here.
Maybe they do have Brooklyn style there, and you just haven't ordered since they got it.
Well, I don't like Domino's, so.
So there you go.
Like I said earlier in the last podcast that we did tonight,
You just couldn't hear.
I support local eateries. I do not support franchises.
Sitting on the top of the garbage can lid. It's not perfectly flat. I just got the first one. They all started going. There's a jug. of
Well,
them.
we
I caught them.
recycle.
I caught them all.
Oh, you set them on there.
Oh, yeah.
Then man, you said, yeah, where'd you put the
He goes,
empties?
yeah, I got it.
Did you take empties out there?
No,
No,
I
okay,
in
good.
there. Put full ones in there.
Oh, man.
Tell us what.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm too drunk for this. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Dude, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Come on, bro.
Fucking.
Drink, bro.
Jason's popping beers with his ring.
Wow.
So we all have nicknames. My nickname's Augie or Augie Dog.
Augie dog, for sure.
That's the original Augie short.
I don't know about
Shit,
popping
rate that.
Clint, what's your nickname?
I've never had a nickname.
You've never ever had a nickname.
It's always just been like just
Clint?
none of your like bros like back in the day, just like it never stuck. Wow.
Bon
When I was
Jovi.
young,
You
when
are
I was
now
young,
Dub.
they called me Espo, but that was about it.
Right?
Espo works.
But you guys have never called me that.
I'll call you Esposito.
Very
Told you,
rarely.
cocksucker.
Yeah, but I hope that one doesn't stick.
That's the most truthful fucking one.
So, yeah.
So what about like
Did I lose an eye right there?
so
Did I hit you?
as
Oh,
far, as,
hit me in
as,
the
far as
chest.
freestyle moto, when you guys get like ready and set and you guys are putting your gear on, you're getting your bikes, you're
Right.
nutting and bolting your bikes and stuff like that, like what's the thing like that gets you guys pumped to do the demos and ride with your bros? Is it music? Is it just the vibe of everybody, like camaraderie? What is
I'm
it
gonna
that-
answer for them.
They got you.
Okay.
Pussy.
Well,
enough.
I was gonna say combo of everything, but
Right.
you know what's cool, and this goes with BMX with everything. I think it's
I have proof for you, but tell your story.
Hey, tell me it don't make a fucking difference. Like the old fist bump, man. When you fist bump your boys, you're about to go
Was that
shred
my
with.
other beer?
That's like a
Yeah.
God
That's like the green light. That's when you know it. Like that's when
That's
you
why I
know it's
moved
about to
over
go down. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
about to fucking
The zone.
Like next step is shred.
Right.
Like you can fucking go. You get hype. You got the you're nervous. You're anxious. Your adrenaline's going. Everything's going. But like I feel like it's always one of those when you fucking fist them up with your boys and you're like, oh man, let's do it. Like you. That's when you like click into your like show mode where you're like, all right, then it's on. And there's something about that. They're like and I love when the crowd gets to see that part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because a lot of that shit's backstage.
Yeah.
You know, you don't notice it. And I, being a rider and kind of putting the shows on, I love to bring that out where I go, man, I love when they see that. Like, you come out,
The
you
thing
fucking
is-
going, you stop in front of everybody, you fucking fist bump, you know what I mean? You kind of like, you bring it more personal to a crowd where if they
Right.
see you, like, that's a real thing.
The type of person I
Right.
am, I feel like they think we do that for them.
For show.
If we're sitting
For
out
show.
on the floor. Yeah, exactly.
So I think like it's.
I don't know why I
Fuck
feel
'em.
like that.
No,
Yeah,
but
fuck 'em.
No, I
Fuck
wouldn't
'em.
I wouldn't not do it, but
Right.
that's how I've always felt like when we sit out there and we're like, yo, I feel
Yeah,
like
but-
this
yeah, but-
looks
yeah, but
like
it's
it's
not,
a-
though.
I know,
So
I
that's
know
what
that
I'm
it's
saying.
not.
Being
but
that your
for some reason, I
nickname
feel like they're gonna
is
perceive
Lord
it
of the
like that.
Rings.
But the
Can
cool
you
thing,
open my
like
beer,
touching.
please?
Oh, you betcha.
The cool thing about touching on that is like the reason why I asked for that and seeing you guys' reactions is because
No, it's clean.
is being a host and being on the microphone and being a rider myself. That's the things that I'm trying to convey to the crowd and letting them what they're looking for and what that energy is, and you're seeing it, you're feeling it. Like you're cracking the throttles and giving the high fives. Like that's legitimate. Like you guys are in the zone and like you're bringing this whole.
You
Stadium.
feed off the energy.
You're
man.
bringing this
That's
whole
it.
stadium in with you guys, like, and we're all part of this, like, you guys get loud and they're sending it, So,
It is a little bit of who they're riding with as well.
Right.
Like you said, we were talking about before, people are having a good time together.
right,
It's a different vibe.
The
Or if you have
camaraderie.
somebody like a Potter or a
Right.
Brody or somebody's throwing the fuck down, all of a sudden
Right.
you're like, all right, it's time to. Then I feel bad about myself. But at first I get motivated and then I feel bad.
I mean, you and I were talking.
Like that was not that cool.
We were
Yeah, but
talking.
it makes you want to step up and ride.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
And-
But then I realized I'll never do what he does, and I'm like, oh.
But you still step up, though.
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
I mean,
I set my level.
you and I
up.
were standing on the sidelines. I remember you talk about, like, the things we're talking about with Potter. Like, like, you said that, like, you were kind of riffing him because he asked him, like, what it feel like, and, and I was watching your face and watching your reaction, and the funny thing is I didn't tell you because I was getting goosebumps by you telling me what was happening.